Susan, of course, we have these visuals coming in there, and they're new visuals, and we also have this reactions coming in. What we know is Chuck Schumer has reacted. What are the different reactions that so far, Susan, have we been able to get?
Yeah, the reactions that we have been seeing right now has really been from the media and the individuals that have been inside the White House Correspondents' dinner. But Chuck Schumer, as you mentioned, just said, I am closely monitoring unfolding situation at the White House Correspondents' dinner. I'm grateful for the quick response of law enforcement, and I'm praying everyone remains safe. Now, this is very important that Schumer put this out, saying I'm praying that everyone is safe, remains safe, because really, because he's from the Democratic Party, he's the minority leader right now, this sort of sets the tone, really, that, you know, ultimately he's praying for the safety of everyone, and that, as they say, violence has no place in American politics or against the U.S. president. And by setting this tone, I think we're going to get this sort of bringing down the temperature tone from other politicians from the Democratic Party as well.
Absolutely. And what we know, of course, we're getting new visuals coming in from different angles with the CAT team as well rushing towards this dinner gala that took place in Washington, D.C. We know that there were, of course, very important and high officials from the Trump administration who were present at this place for this gala dinner. Loud bangs were heard. And, of course, we had the security coming in and evacuating Donald Trump. As Susan, you've also mentioned that the association has just said that this gala will continue. What do we know more about that?
Right. So the feed on C-SPAN just moments ago, as we were talking, the head of the White House Correspondents Association came behind the microphone on the podium where President Trump was actually sitting earlier. She said that just give us some time, but as of now, there's no threat, and we are going to proceed with the schedule. However, it's not yet clear whether or not the president will also speak. Now, we are hearing from the president's press pool, at least until 15 minutes ago, that President Trump is still at the Hilton Hotel. He has not evacuated the hotel. His motorcade has not departed the hotel. He has just evacuated the ballroom. I think that's a very important detail to pay attention to, which means he's still in that building.
Right, absolutely. And of course, interestingly, just to let our viewers and of course know that this is, of course, the same hotel outside of which John Hinckley Jr. had tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in 1981. Now, these are little details that we have been tracking from this location, which is so very important, and this gala dinner being so important for the interaction with the administration and the media here. You know how much important this venue is. Talk to us about this venue, Susan, and also this event that took place, and for Trump, who has been attending this the first time after becoming president. And apparently this is, of course, this after there has been an assassination on Trump before.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing right now. This is very concerning, considering the fact that President Trump, during his campaigning, survived an assassination attempt in Butler, and then there was another assassination attempt on his life as well. Reports of that all during his campaigning for a second term. As you mentioned, this is the same venue, the hotel outside of which someone tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan back in 1981 as well. So it really comes at a time when, you know, the issue of Butler hadn't really been resolved among Trump supporters. They believe that the Secret Service should have done more in securing then candidate Trump. And now we're seeing that, you know, this individual was able to bypass the security at the lobby at such a high-level event and charge through the ballroom, which he didn't get to the ballroom, but was managed to bypass those metal detectors and get into the lobby and fire shots as well, which, incidentally, you can see President Trump in those footages that we're seeing right now and our viewers are watching. The shots are being fired, but the president, it takes at least a few seconds after the shots are fired, when the president ducks down for cover and Secret Service comes and saves him. So there is sort of a very short time period where we hear the shots fired, the president seemingly sitting down talking to someone, and then we see the president and then the entire room cover for safety.
Right, absolutely. And what we know, Susan, we have some really breaking news coming in, trickling in information coming in right from this place. Now, according to reports, what we know is U.S. President Donald Trump he still plans to deliver his speech. And earlier, a senior administration official had said that he is safe after being evacuated from the place. But we also know that all the other officials, including J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, Press Secretary, of course, White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt was also present. And now we know that U.S. President Donald Trump will be delivering his speech right after this incident has taken place, where shots were heard and Trump was evacuated briefly. And what we are getting to know right now is that the suspect was shot dead, according to CNN report. Trump is still planning to deliver his speech at this White House press dinner, Susan.
We are hearing reports, and that goes in line with what we were reporting, that the press pool was reporting that the president had not departed the Hilton Hotel even after this incident. He was taken to safety, but his motorcade did not leave the hotel. So from what we know, the program is expected to go as planned, and the president now is expected to deliver his speech. And it's significant because it's, as you mentioned, the first appearance as president at this dinner after boycotting it throughout his first term. And regarding his speech, as we're anticipating it now, we know that it's going to be about a 40-minute address, likely focused heavily on the media, given his long-running battles with the press. Reuters reported that he accepted the invitation, saying the tone from the press had changed, and because of the symbolic importance of America's 250th celebration, then that is why he decided that this year is different. But, you know, there isn't going to be that traditional comedian roast that usually takes place. There is going to be other events and other comedians coming, but it's not going to be, you know, a comedian roasting the president. Usually that's something that happens during this event and during this White House Correspondents Association dinner.
Susan, of course, we'll have to wait and see as and when we get latest reports. We know that there was we did not see any motorcade evacuating from this venue. So we do get a feeling that, yes, President Trump had not evacuated the venue. We know that he was taken to a safe place right after the shots were heard. We do see visuals of the Secret Service taking Trump and Melania Trump, and of course, Caroline Leavitt also evacuated at the same time along with the other guests on the table from the venue when the shots were fired. What we know also is that the suspect seemed to be in custody. What we're getting reports right now is that apparently the suspect has been in custody and is alive. These are the latest. Of course, this is a very, very important place for this dinner of this president taking place of course, this press dinner that takes place, which is so very important for the interaction with the press media, something that is taking place for Trump for the first time after he became the president. What we also know is that immediately some other attendees had also evacuated this place. We know that tactical teams with guns had taken position on the stage where Trump had been sitting before he was evacuated. Police had swarmed this Washington Hilton hotel where the event was taking place. And what we also know is that helicopters had also started hovering overhead when this took place. Now, the pool report did say that the alleged shooter was in custody. They have cited the Secret Service citing this.